People of Earth, comic book community, there is only one way we can start this stream, and that is, hey yo, I am Flash by Night, and I am here to do an unboxing of sorts. I decided to go live. I got a book in I've been anticipating for almost a year, and it is back. So I decided to come on, go live, show off that book, and show off a few more books that I grabbed from comic community members on Whatnot. So we're gonna ease on into it a little bit, show this first book, and then crescendo towards the book of the night, which is the CBCS book that I have been looking forward to. So the first book of the night is going to come from, speaking of Ayo, Nick's Kicks and Comics. There we go. That's gonna be my first book of the night. Comes from him. It is actually in a little top loader, so that was cool of him. But I grabbed this book from him off of Whatnot maybe a week or so ago. If I can get these stickers out. He also sent some stickers because that's always great, is to have us some stickers from community members. So I got a couple of them from Nick's Kicks and Comics. But this book I grabbed off him is even better than stickers. I bought a set of this particular book when it first came out, exclusive set of Miles Morales. And when I bought the set, this was before I really got to feeling my way around comics, around comic collecting, kind of filling the landscape out. Before I did all that, I grabbed an exclusive set from the Miles Morales run and pretty much sold the virgin copy for the same price as I got the set for, which made the trade dress copy pretty much free. But I went ahead and saw the virgin copy for a good deal because y'all know how I am. I need a good deal. I need to shop and think smartly. And so I grabbed the Virgin Miles Morales 23. Is it an MJ homage? I am not sure. But I grabbed the Virgin version of this book, of this Miles Morales Spider-Man 23 exclusive. I'm not sure if this is the copy from, let's see, I'm gonna have to take it out of the top loader and then out of the bag so I can see exactly where it comes from. The set I bought originally was from Frankie's Comics. And this is, okay, yeah, so this is from Frankie's and Golden Apple. And yeah, so it doesn't have, yes it does. It actually does have Frankie's on the top. If you look at the shot clock really closely, it has Frankie's Comics on it. But yeah, so this came from Nick's Kicks and Comics. Good deal. He also, like I said, he included a couple of stickers from his channel, and he wrote a note. Let's see if we can jump into this note. Note says, "Hey yo, I appreciate the support. Thanks so much for being a valued member of the community. Nick's Kicks and Comics." There we go. So that was the first book of this haul that we are showing. Of course, this is going to crescendo into my CBCS book that I've been looking forward to. if you've been listening to me babble on, I'll tell you, I'll give you a hint about the CBCS book we're going to get to in a while. But if you've been listening to me babble on for any amount of time, you know that there are certain characters that have stuck with me for a whole lifetime. There are certain characters I've been loving and following since I was a kid. That's your first hint at what this CBCS book is. So the next couple of packages we're going to open, try not to show. I'm not going to show the addresses, but they come from one Dustin from Two Brothers Comics, which is funny because Two Brothers Comics has a whatnot channel, but only one brother sells on that. Maybe should it be one brother comic? I don't know. Speaking of one brother, Brother John's Comics, how are you doing today, sir? Thank you for stopping by. Hope all is going well. So, next few books, like I said, are going to come from the Two Brothers Comics Whatnot. Is it a Whatnot channel or Whatnot account? I don't know what you call like the Whatnot sellers, but Two Brothers is selling on Whatnot, and I grabbed a few things from Dustin. So let's see if we can get in here without tearing anything up. I think I know what these two books are, or at least what the what kind of books they are anyway. Okay, yeah, so I get it. Let's get the tape off of there. Did tape it very well with blue painter's tape. All right, so I have first book up is Transformers number 28. Let's see. Let's say, and the Autobots strike out. That is my first book from Two Brothers Comics. Second book is Transformers issue number 34. So I am not hardcore collecting Transformers books. Like I'm not digging in every corner and in every crack and around every bin, but I am when I find a good deal, because you're gonna notice I love good deal if nothing else. I am picking up Transformers books from Marvel where I can find them. And Brother John is loving the Transformers book. I agree. Even though so I'm a big Optimus Prime fan, and this is kind of an assault on my senses. I don't think this is very, very cool to be doing to Optimus, but it is a good cover. So I guess we'll have to work with it and take the good with the bad. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I change my layout. I feel like my screen is smaller than it should be. But we're gonna keep it moving. I'm not complaining about my screen. I don't want to keep you guys here all night or all day if you're watching this on the rewind. If you're watching this on the rewind, I appreciate that also. I appreciate anybody who comes and gives me a few minutes of their time. Come check me out. Let's see. All right, so we got 5 books here in this next package from Two Brothers Comics. First one is a variant, looks like a knock headshot variant for Sabretooth issue number 1. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to read Sabretooth, but I saw this and Sabretooth's gigantic head and all of this saliva he's building up in anger just jumped out at me. So I grabbed this book off of Two Brothers Comics. Next two books we have are Alex Ross Timeless Variants. So the first one I have is Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. And then the next timeless variant I have is Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. I kind of grabbed these because these are basically two characters that are going to start garnering some attention sometime in the near future, more than likely Reed before Jessica Drew. But either way, I grabbed these two. They are great stellar covers. You guys know what Alex Ross does and how underappreciated I think he is from a monetary standpoint. Next book up, Hulk #3, the A cover. Now we'll talk about this Hulk 3 because I do have another issue of Hulk 3, but I grabbed this pretty much at cover price. Of course, I think we have the cameo of whatever Titan or whatever this new villain in the Hulk is going to be. I think we have a cameo of that person in issue #3. But after a while, issue #3 came out, garnered a little bit of heat. Then it cooled down and pulled back some. And so I decided to basically pounce on some cover priced issue #3s. And I believe this is the B cover. And so I decided to give it a try at cover price. If this Titan character turns out to be worth anything, even if it's not the first appearance, the cameo appearance, it helped me out a little bit. So I decided to grab me a couple of cover price Hulk 3s just to make my time worthwhile. Let's see. I do agree that and I have not seen this one in person before. I've seen the at least half of them in person. But this Reed, he kind of, if you can, and I'm pretty sure everybody's seen this kind of close up, but he puts a good bit of age on Reed with the way he draws him, which I like. Ayo, that is the man right there. I was just talking about Nick's Kicks and Comics a little while ago. Let's see. Happy birthday, bro. It is Brother John's birthday. Where did I hear that? I think I saw that on Southpaw Brad's channel. I think I saw that it was Brother John's birthday. I'm glad you reminded me of that, Nick. And I was just talking about this nice little Virgin variant of Miles Morales issue #23 that I can now put with my my trade dress version and put this set back together. I was saying that I bought the set when it first came out maybe a year ago, and I basically sold the Virgin copy for the price of the set, which pretty much made the trade dress free to me. But I figured I may as well jump on this Virgin copy. Oh, well, I'll go tonight and I'll figure out the markup and I'll get back to you. But I do appreciate this. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just running through some of my running through some of my whatnot pickups from the comic community. I am glad you had a good time, sir. Right, right. He is definitely so the man. I'll tell you what. And it's really interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my next box of books I picked up from community members. This one comes from Sparks Comics. You can find him at Sparks Comics on whatnot. You can also find him at You Promised Me Comics on YouTube, I think it is. So I visited his whatnot channel a week or so ago. So I've been holding on to some of these for a minute. I visited his whatnot channel, and I jumped in. I got a couple of books, and I also got a giveaway. But what I was saying before is that, coming into this whole community thing, I was kind of nervous about being a small fish in a big pond. And there are certain community members, and I'm pretty sure everybody is like this from time to time, and whenever they get a chance, they help out. But Nick has been one of those community members who, if you reach out, have a question or whatever, will talk to you, offer advice, and just being all around a good guy to you. So that's pretty cool. I said I've met a few community members like that, and there's probably more. I'm just not the person to always reach out and talk to people. I am the world's most introverted extrovert, meaning that if you approach me, if you talk to me, if you ask me a question, we can talk for 3 straight hours about whatever you want to talk about. But if it's up to me to approach someone else to talk, we'll never see each other. We'll never meet each other. I don't know what that weird thing is, but I'm just like that. I don't approach people like that. But fortunately for me, people like Nick's Kicks and Comics will reach out and lend a helping hand, or just reach out and say what's up, or actually I guess reach out and say, hey yo. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I've got some books from Sparks Comics on whatnot, and I'm going to show a couple of those off. I'm going to show my my giveaway wins off, and then we're going to come back and show you one of my favorite books that I got from him. Let's see. You're the best kind of fish in the pond. The episode of In the Hot Seat on Gary B's channel every Thursday around 8 p.m. Central. You guys check it out. Somebody's always in the hot seat. It's always a good time. Let's see. You made me a fan of you as a person. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Brother Joe. I'm just out being myself, being regular me. I don't. Yeah, that's just all I know how to do is be regular me, and hope that I make somebody's day, make somebody smile, or make somebody comfortable in their skin, or whatever it may be. All right, so first book I got from Sparks Comics is the action figure variant for Hercules #1. And I think I only paid. I think I snagged this for $1. I think that's what I did. And the next book which actually should be one of my favorites. And now that I mentioned it, it really is. It is Civil War II #1, the hip hop variant, letting you guys know to back the heck up. If you are a fan of the group Onyx, if you've ever heard the song Slam, this book and this cover is for you. I've been looking for this book and this cover for a while, you know, at the right price. I wasn't gonna jump through hoops and overpay for this book. But this cover is one of the first hip hop albums that I got. Even though I got the Onyx album, and Slam was just on repeat all day. I don't know what else was on the album itself. I just put on Slam, went about my business, and then come back to the car after I'm through, put on Slam again, go home. That was my thing. Miss Soul, evening. Just saying hello before I go make a late dinner. Dinner is only late if you're not the one cooking it and you don't show up on time. This is let's say comfortable dinner. I don't know what to call it, but I'm pretty sure it is going to be good. I appreciate you stopping by. All right, let's see. Let me get into some more books. I have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 book giveaway. I think most of them from Scout Comics, and all I think are #1s that I won from I almost called him Scout from Sparks Comics. All right, so the first book I have here is Thud issue #1. I don't know what Thud is, but if you guys recognize Thud, you let me know if you know anything about it. Thud looks maybe a little menacing, maybe. I said I don't know what Thud's about. Never heard of Thud, but it was part of the giveaway. And even if it is Thud, it was free. Next book I grabbed was Province of Secrets issue #1. And again, I don't know what Province of Secrets is. And on the back, it has White Ash, scoutcomics.com. I don't know if White Ash is is there like a separate imprint inside of Scout Comics, but apparently that's what Providence of Secrets is. All right, I have Headless Season 1 Issue 2, which Headless makes a lot of sense. We've got whatever this creature is, and it looks like he's about to cut this guy's head off down here. Maybe a child, but it's just his reflection in the mirror. I wonder what happens if this kind of creature like severs this kid's head in the mirror. I wonder if something happens to the kid in the real world. I don't know. Headless #1. Again, third book in that giveaway. Fourth book in the giveaway, Scout Comics Scoot. I guess this is kind of a younger kid's imprint. Little Guardians. Little Guardians. Yeah, there's an S back there. Little Guardians #1 from Scoot, the Scoot imprint of Scout Comics. And the last book I have is North Bend Season 2 Issue #1. And yeah, so this guy's reflection has turned his back on him. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you could have done for your reflection to turn his back on you. You must be really, really grimy or something. But it again is from the White Ash imprint of Scout Comics. So we might give this a read first. I'm really interested in this guy whose reflection turns his back on him. I don't know what that means. But we might read this first out of the 5 giveaway books. But they were all from Scout Comics. So thank you to Sparks Comics and Scout Comics for that giveaway. Last 3 books are from the Mad Titan. So you have the 3rd printing of Thanos issue number 17. And is that looks like the Silver Surfer kind of giving it to the Cosmic Ghost Rider. That's what that looks like to me on this Thanos issue number 17. This is, like I said, 3rd printing. Looks like Silver Surfer is giving it to the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Next book up, 5th printing of Thanos issue number 14. I don't know which Celestial this is here, but that looks like the Watcher down there. I don't know what's happening here with the Watcher all knocked out, but Thanos issue number 14, the 5th printing. And last but definitely not least, 5th printing of Thanos issue number 13. Of course, issue number 13 being the first appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So that was a nice little 3-book Thanos lot I picked up from Sparks Comics. And those were my Sparks Comics books from Whatnot. And so we've gone through Nick's Kicks and Comics book, Sparks Comics books, and Two Brothers Comics books from Whatnot. And now we are going to get to this book I've been waiting on since March or April of last year. It is a slab from CBCS. There is no competition here in my choice of slabs. One was at the con and one was not, and so CBCS was the choice for this submission. But I have a signature series book. Let me see if I can get this here. So you can see I have a CBCS signature series book. Was it signature series or just verified signature? A witness signature. I'm sorry, a witness signature. So this is what we're going to do on the count of 3. I'm going to show what book it is. My wife did me a favor and covered the grades in blue tape for me, so I don't get to see. But I have signed by Jim Shooter, Transformers issue number 1. Now I've got one that's a little more rough around the edges, so I didn't get it graded. I was just happy to have that one, but I got that one that was a little bit rougher. I got this one and a couple of more Transformers books in one I think good reasonable package. And we got it signed by Jim Shooter right there. Yes, sir. And it was witnessed on, let's see, April 14th. Yeah, April 14th. And I just got it back this weekend. It was a nice little wait, but I was patient because I always wanted this book. I'll tell you, the seller I bought this from was on Facebook, and noise. So the seller I bought this from was on Facebook, and he thinks that it was around somewhere between seven at the worst, 8 at the best. And so I gave it to CBCS. Of course, after it was signed, and they pressed it and cleaned it and then graded it and got it back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and peel our sticker off here, our tape off. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can get in this blue tape up top, because the grade's up top too. And the last time we tried this, I asked her to tape the grade up here, and then I accidentally looked up top, and the grade was right up top. I'm like, well, you just ruined the surprise for yourself. But anyway, so we are going to see what happens, because I've actually got an interesting dilemma. I grabbed this, got it signed, got it graded, because I wanted an investment, basically. I wanted to put some equity into it, see if I can get it to be worth more than I paid for it. And if so, I'd sell it, because ultimately I want to try and invest more in comics so I can build up to a, hopefully after the show, falling Werewolf by Night 32. That's really my ultimate goal in collecting, at least in the short year to 2 year term, is just to build up to a Werewolf by Night 32 if it comes down. If the show is great, it may skyrocket, and it may not ever come back, but I'm hoping it comes back. And if this book is graded well enough, I may have to sell it. But at the same time, just the thought of Transformers #1 with my third parent, Optimus Prime, like it's like my mom, my dad, and Optimus Prime. Those were my role models. So as the book got closer, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to sell this book. I want to keep it. But the goal was to get it graded and sell it if it worked out that way. So we're going to reveal the grade, and if it's high, if it's too high, I may have to let it go. Okay, there we go. It is a 7.5, which is not bad. Like I said, we expected somewhere between 7 and an 8. Of course, if he's like me and not really a great grader, then who knows what it was supposed to be. But it came back at 7.5. I think at 7.5, I may have to hold on to it. I mean, not that it's a big burden on me to hold on to it, but I think at 7.5, I may have a hard time selling it for enough to warrant selling my first Transformers #1 with Jim Shooter's signature. So I may keep this because it's a 7.5. But this is the book I've been looking for about a year. And now that CBCS has given it back to me in one piece, I may actually be able to submit some more books, because I have this thing where even though I know they're going to send me my books back, it's hard for me to have more books hanging out there in the atmosphere when one hasn't come back yet. So now that it's come back, I may be able to do some more business with CBCS. Yeah. So this was a great pickup and really good grade. And now I may not be so convinced to part with it in the name of making the hobby pay for itself. I'll tell you what. I am a huge Transformers fan. huge Optimus Prime fan. I want to say I remember, and my mom cannot corroborate my story, and my memory is terrible. She can't corroborate, and I don't think my brother was there. But if memory serves me correctly, I know I was angry in 1986 when Hot Rod got Optimus Prime killed in the movie. I know I was angry. I feel like I remember storming out of the movie theater until I realized that I'm a kid and I can't drive, because I was 8 at the time. Yeah, I was really angry at Optimus Prime getting killed. So to have a Transformers #1, like you say, in with this signature and in a 7.5, I don't think it's going in. Just going. I'd have to get a really good offer for this to actually go somewhere. So I think we're going to keep up with this, and yeah, that's it. That's the main attraction. That's the main event for the night. I appreciate you guys and gals stopping by. If you catch this on the rewind, hopefully I will have loaded all of these sellers' YouTube information, because, like I said, all of the whatnot sellers that I unbox stuff from are part of the YouTube comic book community. So I'll try to put their link in the description later on. Oh, Station, Justin, how are you doing? I was just showing off my my signed Transformers #1, and I was just opining on how, if it were a higher grade and maybe fetched a good bit more money, I may have to sell it. But at a 7.5, I think I can get myself to keep it. Because my intention was to get it graded and make a little profit, make the hobby pay for itself, because I am going to focus on, hopefully while it's coming back to earth, focus on trying to build my way up to a Werewolf by Night 32, which this would not be a bad start to that build up. But it's also Transformers #1, and I don't know if I want it to go anywhere. So we will opine on that and see how I feel. But I think I appreciate it. I think it's going to stay here with me for the time being. Yeah, and I got to catch up on some of Justin's stuff too. No Good Comics does creator origin stories every Saturday. I'm ripping and running a lot of times, so I don't get to catch him live all the time, but he does that stuff. He's got an X-Men show. His next week's top 5 on Thursday afternoon. I think. Well, for me it's Thursday morning. This is like 11:30 Central, but for him I think it's Thursday afternoon. Either way, Justin at No Good Comics has things going on all the time, and if you don't check him out, you should check him out. With that being said, we are going to back the heck up, go iron, get ready for work, and hit the sack. So, when can you have me on Origins? We can make a date. I'll say yes, and we can make plans. We can definitely make plans. Slam. That's right. Let the boys be boys. And I appreciate you too, sir. Like I said, this is a great community, great guys. Who all they enjoy. We all enjoy comics, but the community gives of itself. People give of themselves, help each other out, help each other up. offering knowledge, advice, and a friendly smile. And that's what guys like Justin, like Brother John. I think Brother John is pretty new. So if you have not checked out Brother John's channel, go ahead and check out Brother John's comics. I'll try to put his link if I remember. You guys help me remember. I'll put his link in the description later on also. But with that being said, you know how I like to end it. Love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.